Capacity TV and radio, making a difference today.
My name is Onaghise Osarentin Daniel Ero, the former Labour Party State Youth Leader, and also a former candidate of Oredo local government who contested as the chairman in 2023. Good to have you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon. Okay. Welcome. I'm Charles Igbinoba, the former ADC State Youth Leader.
Capacity TV and radio, making a difference today.
Well, the reasons are not far-fetched. I think it's visible to the blind and also very audible to the deaf. I'm an Edo man and I reside in Benin. So I'm not like one of those that stay outside the town and we always speak from outside. I reside here, I move around this town, I see what is going on in this town, right? So every sane Benin person should be able to associate with what is sane in the state. Now, from my own, from the other end, I left the Labour Party because of so many unresolved crises within the party. And you will agree with me that a party is actually a vehicle that takes you as an individual to your destination, right? And when that vehicle is bad, nothing stops you from actually highlighting from the vehicle and joining another vehicle to actually arrive at your destination. And that is what I've just done. So I don't want to cast aspersion on my former party. I respect the leadership of the party. But I think what they were unable to do as leaders was to resolve the internal issues, right? And when they moved to the other party, I chose not to move because I feel that if you are unable to resolve the problem we have here, I don't think there's any use moving to another party because there's barely any system that does not have crisis to resolve, right? Hence, I decided to join the APC, looking at the developmental strides of the governor in the states, development, human capacity development going on in the states, rapid works here and there. You can attest to that. So I had to join. And there is nothing personal about me moving from the Labour Party. It's just a systemic failure.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal. Honestly, nothing personal. I wasn't comfortable with the system. I had to move. And that is it.
All right.
Yeah.
So, sir, next is you.
Okay, I'm here.
How do you respond to critics who see this move as an opportunistic move instead of your ideology?
Well, you see, one thing in life, if you are not criticized, you have nowhere going to in life. See, if everybody say you are a good person, that means you are nobody, you are not a good person. You know, my late father used to say something to us when he was alive then. He said, even the people that in the grave, people used to talk about them, talk of you, the living ones. So people must criticize you everywhere. Our governor, Senator Model, people are still criticizing him, which we all know he's still doing a good job in the state. With the person I've met one-on-one. So what I'm saying, what I saw face-to-face with him is different with what the people are criticizing of in the other way around, you know. So I really don't care who is criticizing me, you know. It's a free world. We all live in a free life. So that's it.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
So, what does your old party, or what do you see this new party doing that your old party couldn't?
If I must speak, I'm just a day old or less than 24 hours in the party. You'll agree with me, right?
Yes.
Well, so far so good. What I've seen from the outside, I'm just coming in. There is no crisis in the APC. There might be crisis, right? Like I said initially, that there's no system without crisis, but I think it's minimal. And even if there are, The leadership of the party are able to sit so fast and resolve such issues. And you will agree with me, it's easier to thrive in a system that is peaceful than to thrive in a chaotic system, right? So I feel the APC is well organized from top to bottom. And even if they are the party in power, they still find a way around it to resolve their issues internally without it, coming up. You will agree with me that a few days ago, they had a unanimous reaffirmation of their executive from ward to local government and to state. So we never heard of anybody running to court. We never heard of anybody arguing with the leadership. It was a directive that was given from the top and everyone followed suit. So I feel that it's a peaceful system. And I, as someone that has an intention to grow politically, I feel this is a system where I can actually thrive. So I had to join. And trust me.
That you've had this idea of joining the new party in a long time or in a recent time?
In recent time, this should be the first. Okay, this should be the second time I'm leaving my party. I formerly was a member of the PDP from 1999. My father was a PDP member, and when the obedient wave came in, we all moved. 2023 because of I don't want to mention name, right? I don't want to promote anybody on air, right? But you know what I'm saying. We all joined that movement, and at the end of the day, the vehicle became 40, like I said initially. So I had to move. And for me, this should be the second time I am decamping, because when the first movement came, I wouldn't call that decamping. It was a movement then. And I believe that vehicle is 40 as it is now, and nothing to be obedient about. I am obedient to the governor of Edo State, which is Monday Okpebolo. I'm obedient to Bola Ahmed Asiwaju Tinubu, and that is it. So if you must be obedient as it stands currently, you have to join that vehicle. That's the only good vehicle that we don't have to stop on the way to start calling mechanics to come and fix. We'll get to our destination swiftly. And trust me, that is it. Nothing personal anyway. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, was there a specific event that drew a final straw on your decision to leave the former party?
For the event, and how do you mean?
Was there a final straw? Was there an event that provoked or made you have this decision of leaving the former party?
Oh, well, anyway, as I've said before, leaving the former party was a personal decision, first and foremost. And two, in a party where there is no unity, when there's nobody there for you to cry to, just like what my colleague said, but my friend is my friend, we have been together before, we contested together for local government chairman, You see, when there is no vehicle that can move you forward to your destination, because our ambition is very, very far, not to end up in the little way. We need that vehicle that can take us very, very far, more than what we are taking. But we are still young. We are the leaders of the leaders of tomorrow. So my decision is best known to me, and I have no answer to anybody coming to ask me why leaving this party or coming to this party. Yes, so that's it.
Okay. So what is the most challenging aspect of adapting to this new party?
Okay, adapting to a new party, for me, I believe in politics, there is no permanent friend, there is no permanent enemy. And I believe we are all Edo, we are all youth. Most people, we are together now, we have family. I believe there's no reason we should be fighting ourselves. Leaving this party to the other party is best known to your own decision. So for me, I have that, because I'm with my Edo people, I have that immediately together. And I'm happy to be where I am now. And I told everybody at the podium yesterday that I'm working with my governor with my full chest. So that's it.
Oh, all right, thank you, sir. So, what specific tangible goals do you hope to achieve in this new party that you couldn't in your last party? As you've said, it's a movement and you can't stop because the vehicle is not moving. So now that your vehicle is moving, what are those goals you set to achieve that you couldn't achieve in the other party?
I'm a human being, and of course, I'll have a lot of goals, right? But succinctly to say, growth. In a short form, growth. Now, growth in the aspect of my political aspirations, right?
Yes.
Like he rightly said, we both contested in 2023, though I tapped him during the primaries anyway. But aside that, I still have an intention to grow politically, right? And I feel that this system has a lot of leaders, working leaders, past leaders who has worked in various offices that are now retired and watching from the backdrop, that are ready to actually give me advice that will make me grow politically. So it's all about growth. It's all about growth, and I wouldn't want to start stating some of my personal aspirations politically here online, but I think basically, in a nutshell, it's all about growth. I want to grow politically, and I think that being around people who have grown so far in politics, it will also help me to grow. So I just want to be around, those that are already up there, so they can actually pull me up there also. Like you rightly said, we are all those, and we are not discriminating, right? We don't discriminate anybody. So, and like the chairman also said yesterday, he said from the moment he joined APC, the very first day he became the deputy state chairman. So all he's trying to tell us is that those of us coming in, we are all first 11. There is no second 11 in APC. So I think that's enough confidence for me to actually thrive within the system and achieve that growth that I've always wanted. That is it. Yeah.
All right. So, Sam, what role do you see yourself playing in bridging the gap between different ideologies, fractions from the other party to this new party, or in this new party?
What role?
What roles do you see yourself playing to bridge this gap?
Well, as I have said before, I want to make journey politics. See, me becoming a politician, into politics, it's not because of my selfish interest, first and foremost. I think people that really knows me very well knows my capacity, my kind of person. Yeah, bridging this gap is for me to help the youth around me. To help the youth around me make changes.
To help the youth.
Yes, to make changes, help the youth, give them something to be doing. Somebody's at the office by this time, they will not go outside and be looking for somebody to kill. You understand me? If we can make things, get the youth out of the streets, I believe Edo State will change. So I'm trying to make a change.
Okay.
So leaving the other party to ABC, I see there's changes here. It's part of it. What our governor is doing, I see there's changes here. So before it will leave our time, we still have a lot of time to work with him. We want to use the opportunity to help the Edo State youth so that we'll have history, that there was a time people like this was in the table when things changed in Edo State. So that is part of it. And two, I really don't have issue with anybody. That's it.
Okay, lastly, I would like to ask you this final question.
Okay.
How do you plan to win the trust of the constituencies or members who followed you based on the previous party platform? How do you plan this?
Well, I think leadership is all about sacrifice. I believe you were there yesterday. You saw the crowd, the mammoth crowd that came with me to the camp. All of these persons are from my former party. Youth leaders, world youth leaders. In fact, my world ESCO from top to bottom, they all came with me.
Wow.
Right? From top to bottom. It's verifiable. You can verify it. They all came with me. So I believe that they've seen in me that, yeah, this is a leader that has been very open and has sacrificed a lot, even while not in power. And so they believe in my leadership qualities to actually pull them through, right? Just like he said, the idea is not personal. We're looking beyond personal reasons. We're looking far. just like the governor is also doing, there's nothing personal about what the governor is doing. If you watch his cabinet, check the age range, they are all youth. He's bringing more youth into the system to help him drive that dream that he has, to his destination. And that is what we are also doing. I, for one, I believe everyone coming with me yesterday, they have that trust in me that, oh, this person will deliver. And that is why they came with me. And irrespective of the fact that they were not mobilized or induced to actually come with me, they came there and they stood for hours, and they were there chanting. You saw them. So it shows the organic love that they have for me, and believing in me that actually this person will drive us through to our destination. And I believe that with the development of the government currently ongoing, they will all join me to get to that destination, and we'll all reap at the end of the day, and we'll all be happy that Edo indeed will continuously shine till the end of time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Anyway, first and foremost, as I have said it before, people always criticize you, people always say something about you. In a state executive, we have something we call the ANEC that have all the data in the ANEC. So if they said I was not the ADC State Youth Leader, there are ways they can find out about that. You understand me? Me asking you now, trying to answer the person who questioned you, is as if I'm wasting my time. So if you are really sure of what you are saying, that I was not the ADC State Youth Leader, then you find that and get proof out. Get the proof and tell the world that this man was never so and so places, Then I think there are proofs everywhere. There are proofs everywhere. So if I'm not, then let's find out. Okay. Do they think APC would have been so stupid? A ruling party, not only in Edo State, the full country, the ruling party will just go and look for somebody from nowhere and will just say is so we are not kids anyway. So as I said before, people always criticize you. That's one thing about life. I really don't have issue with anybody. So my people are there in my former party. For me, there's no permanent enemy, there's no permanent friend in politics. So we are still friends. If I see you tomorrow, if I say hello, if you refuse to say hello to me, you are on your own. That's it. God bless you. Thanks for having me.
Capacity TV and Radio, making a difference today.